Yo everyone, it's OB Promotions here. We've got Eze, we've got Odie, and we're about to ask Eze a series of questions. How you doing, Eze? You all good?
Yeah, all good, man.
All
Happy
good,
to be here.
all
Happy to be here.
good. Right, Eze, first question. Who is the heaviest hitter in OB Promotions?
Ooh, it's hard for me to say because as you can tell by my handsome face, I haven't been hit as much as as they say. But in OB Promotions, I'd have to say, I'd say definitely Rambo. Rambo is someone who definitely comes to mind as someone you could hit heavy. I've seen him hit guys heavy. When I'm sparring him in the gym, he's someone I definitely just run away from and try to jab every now and then. So I'd say Rambo is definitely someone that's a heavy hitter.
Side note as well, when I was doing pads of Rambo one time, he hit me right in the face. I remember that. I got the footage on my gram. But yeah, Rambo, I'm on to you.
Yeah.
But
Would you say is by a landslide that Rambo is the heaviest hitter?
I think it's by a landslide because obviously there's probably some guys in the lower weight who could hit hard, but Rambo being a heavyweight as well, that's lethal power. If he hits me, I'll claim insurance.
all right, cool. Who has the most heart in OB?
So I think what's testament to guys in OB. Yeah, there's guys with a lot of heart in OB Promotions. I think you can tell by the fights and events. You see guys who put their lives on the line to get the win. But from what I see in the sparring, in the gym, obviously I see a lot of different sides of people. I'd definitely say Alan is definitely up there. Not the most technical, I'd say, but he's someone I'd definitely say he's got a lot of heart and he's got a dog in him. So Alan, yeah.
Yeah, Alan definitely bats down on his gum short. I've seen during sparring.
You know, one guy I would say as well would probably be Ryan, you know.
Ryan, yeah.
I see Ryan from the get-go when he first started boxing, like, and obviously this guy was sparring like advanced competitors, and this guy still stayed in there, he dug deep, and he is where he is today because of his heart, in my opinion. That's why he's great through and won a lot of fights. So Ryan, shout you out too.
Shout out Ryan, man.
It was a tough call, but yeah.
Who's been your toughest fight in OB?
Toughest fight in OB Promotions, what's his name? Poor Mr. Brazil. I don't know his name exactly. Mr. Brazil, who I fought in November.
Isn't he Portuguese?
I don't know, Portuguese.
Brazilian, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's from Kuwait, from one of them sides. But yeah, man, he was tough competitor. He was a lot tougher than I thought he'd be. He came with spirit, with heart. And yeah, it was a great fight. Got the win in the end, but definitely a great talent challenge and a great test for me. So I definitely enjoyed that fight, yeah.
I was going to ask you, as obviously someone might ask why you think he's more difficult than someone who you lost against in Damar. Why would you say he was a more difficult fight than Damar?
So, with the Brazilian, one, it was unexpected. I knew going into the fight with Damar, I knew what you'd have. The power. Yeah. I knew what to expect, really. With this guy, it was a late notice fight. I meant to fight Kane.
Yeah,
that's true.
But he came in late notice, so I had to adjust to that. And that's my first ever time fighting 4 rounds it's just in general.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was tough in terms of just being able to deal with the stamina, another main event fight. His style was coming forward, so I had to change my style in the fight. So yeah, it was definitely something that was different. Not something I really expected, but it was something that was very good for my learning curve and just for learning in general.
And I guess the previous fights that you had, you was able to kind of get something from the opponents, like online and at press conferences. This guy I don't think he even spoke English,
He
did he?
didn't speak English.
So it was a bit of an unknown entity,
Exactly.
so you didn't really know what he was coming with, which makes sense, of course. Yeah. Who is the best showman in OB?
Best showman. I think OB were known for having the showman, the show stars, you know what I'm saying, myself included, but I would definitely go with Alfie. Do you know, Alfie actually cracked me up. It was one fight show where I saw him doing like James LeBron, like hoops, then punching people like and he threw his gum shoulder into the crowd. Like, Alfie, he's a showman, to be fair. He's a showman. He got good.
Shout out Alfie, man.
Shout out Alfie.
Alfie's one guy. I remember when he fought in the last, I think it was 2 shows ago. He fought one guy and like that one went viral when he was shouting in his face. He brought the mask.
Conference. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
No, Alfie is an absolutely charismatic guy. Like he's one for the books, fam. It's crazy.
Which fighter do you look up to the most?
Boxing. In terms of all time, I'd definitely say Floyd and Ali are definitely up there in terms of the fighters I've always looked up to. Ali was someone that definitely inspired me, just getting into boxing. His charisma, the way he promoted boxing, the way he promoted himself is something I'm inspired by. Floyd, I just think is technically the best ever. In terms of the way he fights, his technicality, his style is unmatched, is unique, and his work rate as well. The amount of hours he put into boxing, dedicated to his craft, is something I'm definitely inspired by. So those two are definitely up there.
Good, that's good. Would you say Ali, you was inspired more for Ali's boxing or more for the stuff he done out of boxing?
See, that's a good question because Ali, there's lots of sides to him that you could be. He had the political side,
Exactly.
had the artistic side, his boxing, his charisma, entertainment, the press conference. So I think definitely, do you know what? What made me crack up with Ali is seeing like the funny moments in the press conferences, or whether it's the weigh-ins with Sonny Liston where he's screaming at him or whatever. There's so many sides. So I definitely think the entertainer side is definitely something that's inspired my journey. So as well as the way he could box, but definitely the entertainer side is definitely an interesting side to him. Yeah.
You know, for real.
What about current boxers that are still fighting? Because these are past boxers.
Current boxers. AJ's defo someone I've been inspired by. Someone who looks like me, is a role model for people who look like me. Comes from Nigeria. So he's definitely someone inspired by. I think his journey from where he's come from and to get to where he is now, I think that's definitely inspired me and something I take a lot of interest in. So,
do you play a part in you boxing when you started?
A lot, yeah, because he also started quite late. Probably started when he was like 18. And he also made it to Olympics. And he's got the same sort of the charisma, the sort of style. He's someone I'm inspired by. He's a great guy. He looks like a great guy. I never met him, but you've met him before, haven't you? What's he like?
Yeah, humble. Never met someone more humble that's, famous like AJ. It's crazy. Like, he's one guy that, like, anyone that becomes celebrity, like, you have to be like that, Never forget where you came from. I respect it a lot.
Definitely. You can just tell us by looking at how he carries himself, what he does. Like, he's a great human being.
So that leads to my next question. Who is the best entertainer?
Best entertainer, I'll go with E-Man. From what I see on the socials and press conferences, E-Man's definitely up there. He definitely pushes it when it comes to like the promotion side, entertainment. Yeah, I think he's definitely up there. He's doing his thing. So, yeah, I'll definitely say E-Man.
I'd second that. That guy is just, he's someone on the socials. I don't think anyone can match him,
Yeah.
Unless to talk about Ez, but obviously I'm not including Ez right now. But E-Man on the socials, he's the funniest guy ever.
Big up E-Man, man, coming with his flamboyant shirts and that. Congo man like me. You know what I mean? So I got to shout out E-Man as well, man. E-Man, you know what I mean? And the last question is, who would you like to fight next?
Ooh.
There's a lot waiting in line to face the king for the golden belt, but everyone knows the fight. If you all know the fight we want to see.
Julio!
Sorry, we all know the fight we want to see. So look, he knows who he is. Niger versus Niger. So look, when he's ready, Julio, come.
That's the fight everyone wants to see.
That's what we want to see. So let's make it happen.
I want to see that fight too.
Monumental.
Exactly.
Both OB champions. You can unify the belts. It's big. That will go in the history books. Yeah, man.
Well, Ez, good speaking to you, man.
Thanks for having me, man.
Nice, man.
Thank you, man.